我最喜欢打那帮中国废物，一天不打我就浑身难受。你为什么一个星期都不给我安排对手？是不是想让我连你一起揍？我劝你赶紧安排中国人跟我打，否则我打得你跪下叫爸爸。
嚣张的日本选手站在擂台上盈盈狂吠，叫嚣着一天不打中国人就难受。这绝对是你见过最嚣张也最残暴的小日子，对中国选手下手之狠丝毫不讲情面。这一切对他来说犹如家常便饭。他曾连续掰断4位中国选手的手臂，事后不仅没有丝毫歉意，甚至还竖起中指疯狂羞辱。变态的心理令所有对手为之如虎。这个嚣张的日本恶棍名叫青木真也，人送外号断臂狂魔，是日本国宝级柔术大师，不仅拥有超强的地面能力，还有一颗残暴狠辣的肮脏内心。而最令人痛恨的是其对中国选手的态度。赛场上都讲究友谊第一，比赛第二，可这些规矩在他眼里就是 shit。 在一次比赛中，青木真也当场扭断中国选手的脖子，眼看着中国选手躺在地上生死未卜，他却像野狗出笼一样跳上围绳，对着台下的中国观众拍屁股挑衅，声称打中国人就是痛快，扬言以后只要打中国选手就全球直播，让所有人都看到他的勇猛。擂台之上胜败乃兵家常事，我们也并非输不起，只是这个小日子的猖獗着实令人愤怒。面对这样的对手，你跟他讲武德讲规矩，妥妥的就是自欺欺人。中国有句老话叫出来混迟早要还，这一次他就遇到了日本克星李胜龙。年仅19岁的李胜龙从小练习传统武术，18岁正式走上职业擂台，1年的时间拿下9战9胜8次 KO 的豪华战绩，而其中8场 KO 打的都是日本人。毕竟中国选手在打日本选手时都会有 buff 加成，拥有血脉压制，即使他很强大，但在外国媒体眼里，李胜龙挑战青木真也无异于以卵击石，因为两人无论是实力还是名气都根本不在一个档次，甚至国外投票平台认为李胜龙的胜算只有1成。面对质疑，李胜龙表现得云淡风轻，可内心早已怒不可遏。他迫不及待地教训这个狂妄的小日子，为那些伤在他手下的中国勇士复仇。长按点赞，让我们直接进入比赛。蓝方中国小伙李胜龙，红方日本老鬼青木真也。日本选手的目标非常明确，一上来就试图将战斗拖入地面，因为这家伙有一个癖好，那就是在地面伤害对手，以此来满足他那变态的心理。
Watch the leg trips. That's what Shinyaku's going to try to do. He's going to try to reap the outside leg, get that trip, and get on top. Held onto the ropes there a little bit to prevent that takedown, but he's able to pop right back up to his feet. Shinyaku's very dominant.
面对这样一个老奸巨猾的对手，李胜龙虽然有意识的防摔，可还是被这个阴险的家伙足勾绊倒。日本选手当即发起了进攻，李胜龙无奈之下也只能布置地面防守。赛前他做了很多针对性的训练，但擂台之上瞬息万变，稍有不慎就是飞伤即残。
From here, the Tobakan Judo, the Baka Survivor. This amazing submission artist is in front of his own corner, and they can guide him through here, give him instructions. Drops down the forearm on Christian Lee, the young phenom, on his back early in the opening round.
See, that's hard. It's hard to tell what Shinyaku's going to do because you never quite know, because he could be choosing to go after legs at this point. But right now, he's trying to isolate that left arm right there of Christian Lee. Christian Lee's doing a good job of getting the butterfly hooks in. Now he's going to try to create a little bit of space. Good job by Christian Lee to get back into full guard almost.
日本选手不愧为柔术大师，地面压制能力非常强悍。看到李胜龙就像是看见苞米地里的寡妇一样，死命往上拱。然而李胜龙却趁机逃脱起身，他很清楚只有在站立对抗，自己才有一丝获胜的机会。
Aoki wants to get him straight back down. Aoki's won his last 4 all in the first round. Edward Folayang took him 2:34. Ed Tung took him 57 seconds. Shani Burujai took him 2 minutes 16. And Russell Yakyayev took him 3 minutes and 15 seconds.
此时日本选手拦腰抱住李胜龙，并将他一把摔翻在地，随后快速过腿拿到7成把位，被称为日本国宝级柔术大师。这地面缠斗能力果然不是吹的。面对这样一个韧性十足的对手，李胜龙的反抗显得捉襟见肘，护住了头部，却让小日子的脐橙位越来越深。此时的李胜龙彻底陷入了被动，因为青木真也这头老狐狸根本不会让他再次轻易逃脱。
Lock the ear off there of Christian Lee, and Aoki will take his time. Aoki will find the openings again, drops the elbow across the top lip of Christian Lee. Drops the elbow again. Aoki's a nasty martial artist. He'll set it get well led to a hypochondriac just for the hell of it. And again, picks his mark, drops the elbow between the arms, and again from Aoki. In full mount here of Christian Lee. And Aoki just finding the openings niche. This is what he does.
虽然身处下位，但李胜龙并没有放弃，他不断挣扎，试图摆脱控制。上半身的防守也非常到位，极大程度地避免了小日子的地面砸拳。然而百密总有一疏，就在李胜龙准备起身之时，却被日本选手拿到了手臂。青木真也当即开始做手臂十字骨。对于任何一位职业选手来说， 手臂十字固都是噩梦一般的存在，大多数职业选手为了前途会拍手认输，而不认输的下场就只有断臂。可李胜龙偏偏不信这个邪，他强忍剧痛扭转身体，最后竟真的被他挣脱了出来，实在让人惊讶。
Richard Lee does his best Michael Schofield and he escapes the armbar attempt.
I don't know where I'd rather be in prison or I'd rather be on the bottom of Shinya Aoki. It is a horrible place to be. Just constantly relentless, but what a true beast Christian Lee was to get out of that.
Shinya Aoki in control. Opening round, 1:10 remaining. Already a failed submission attempt. For the top come. No holding work. It's been an amazing run for Aoki, dating back to that.
1 minute left in the first round.
虽然避免了断臂之痛，但李胜龙的危机并未解除，骑在他身上的日本选手还有很多的进攻机会。此时两人在扭打中移动到了围绳边缘，裁判见状让他们回到场地中间，以同样的姿势继续比赛。
And he lost to Folayang in 2016. They lost to Tomas in 2017. A lot of people wrote up Aoki.
这对李胜龙来说又将是新一轮的考验。他想要摆脱日本选手的控制几乎不可能，想要反败为胜，只有坚持到回合结束。
Names over the years, the likes of Kazushi Sakuraba, the great one, Yuki Yamamoto, Cody Stevens, Fujitsu Boku, Mizuto Hirota, Yoki Hansen. Remember that one from Dream 11.
It's very accurate with his ground and pound. Michael Christian's trying to cover up, trying to create a little bit of a guard. Oh, little sacrifice there. Look for the arm bar. Christian able to get back up. Christian should let him stand back up. He does just that.
Final seconds of the opening round. That'll give some confidence. A little bit of pepper in the step of Christian Lee. Especially surviving the armbar.
第一回合结束的铃声终于响起，嚣张的日本选手虽然令人厌恶，但不得不承认其强大的实力。李胜龙虽然扛了下来，但全程都处于被动，接下来必须要改变打法，在站立对抗中寻找机会。短暂的休息过后，比赛来到第二回合，李胜龙抡起重拳发起进攻，日本选手却故技重施，还想打地面。可这一次李胜龙不会再给他机会了。同时他也发现日本选手只有这一技之长，他对自己的重拳非常忌惮，只要自己能够保持站立，总能找到终结对手的机会。
Comes in off back-to-back first-round wins of his own over Kazuki Tokudome and Edward Kelly.
50-50 position, one hand under, one hand over the arms. Now we're going to see Shinya Aoki start to turn. He's going to start to create a little bit of chaos. Good job.
李胜龙并没有因为首回合的失利而沮丧，相反，这激起了他强烈的斗志，双眼死死地盯着小日子，寻找对方的防守漏洞，随后重拳出击，3两下就将小日本打倒在地。美国裁判见状急忙终止比赛，这家伙偏袒的也太明显了。刚刚李胜龙几乎被折断手臂也没叫停，这打了几拳就赶紧终止，当真是狼狈为奸，一丘之貉。但无论如何，李胜龙还是赢下了比赛。在所有人都不看好的情况下，他顶住了巨大压力，扛住了断臂之痛，用霸气的重拳绝地反杀。这第一拳正中面门，这第二拳日本选手神志不清，第三拳小日子瞬间感受到太奶在召唤，就是可惜没能把他打死擂台。
Shinya seemed like he wasn't quite out of it.
当裁判举起他手臂的那一刻，所有的努力都得到了回报。李胜龙沐浴在金色的雨中，菲尔普斯亲自为他颁发金腰带。这个中国小伙用实力谱写传奇人生，为那些受伤的中国勇士成功复仇，同时也打灭了小日本的嚣张气焰。让我们再次恭喜李胜龙。本期视频就到这里，喜欢的老铁点赞关注，咱们下期再见。